Hey guys, this is Dare to Defy 2, stage 7. This stage is actually pretty straightforward, especially if you're going for a no boss turn strategy. The only thing you need to sort of prepare for is that you need to kill both bosses at the same time. Because if one boss dies before the other, the surviving boss will trigger Arise and fully revive the dead boss. So the only way to get around that is to kill them both in the same action. For that reason, AoE attackers have more value on this stage, so that's why I'm going with Rinoa. For the other two party members, I'm going with Selphie and Kain. The strategy is pretty straightforward. First off, you need Rinoa to start last, and to help you have an easier time to achieve this, what I did is to remove the buff boost speed up passive on Rinoa. And as always, I'll list in the video description the passives that I removed. For the other two party members, Kain and Selphie, doesn't really matter who starts first as long as Rinoa starts last. Now essentially there's two rounds of turns that you want to go for. The first round is setting up with all three party members. So for Kain, I have him use 1 AA, 1 LD, his call ability as well as his BT+. And on Selphie's first turn, I simply had her use Wall and Rapture. This more or less completes the setup with both of these characters. Rinoa closes off the first round of turns simply by using additional ability followed by BT+. Now coming to the second round of turns, setup is complete, so I had Kain jump into the air. Coming back to Selphie's turn, what I did is to have her charge the force gauge to 100% by spamming Wall and EX. Once you've hit 100% with Selphie, use additional ability just to get that little bit of aura, use the FuSoYa LD call, and then end Selphie's turn using Rapture. The FuSoYa LD call is optional. If you don't have it, you can also use something like a Sith call or an Iroha call. Finally, coming to Rinoa's turn, this is where you go into the usual FRBT. To help her get FRBT in one turn, I gave her the Lunafreya LD call, and unfortunately there's no alternative to this. It's the only call ability in the game that allows the character to take multiple turns. The Lunafreya LD call gives Rinoa 2 free turns. So the first I'll be using her FR as such, the second I'll be using 1 Ultima Angel Wings, and then I'll immediately be entering BT mode with 9 turns of force time remaining. Now we actually don't want to enter BT mode too late, which is why I entered 9 turns of force time remaining. And the main reason for that is, as I mentioned at the start of the fight, you must kill both bosses on the same action. And as you know, when you are in BT mode, until you reach the character's BT finisher, one of the bosses cannot be killed off. The game requires you to actually complete the entire BT mode. What this means is that if you happen to kill off one of the bosses before you get to your character's BT finisher, one of the bosses will die and the other cannot be killed off, which means that the other boss will immediately trigger a rise and end your run essentially. This means that you either need to kill off both bosses right on the BT finisher, or you allow both bosses to survive the BT mode and kill them after that. If done correctly, this strategy will allow you to actually kill them off on the BT finisher. However, looking back at this run, I think it's a little bit risky here if you try to kill them off with a BT finisher, because in the event that only one boss died, again the remaining boss will spam a rise and revive the dead boss. What I would recommend instead is to try to have lesser ultimate weapons. So in this run, both Kain and Rinoa has 5/5 ultimate weapon. What I would consider actually is to give either Kain or Rinoa something like a 2 or 3 out of 5, or maybe even removing one ultimate weapon on Kain. By doing so, both bosses will survive the BT mode, after which you'll be at like 2 turns of force time remaining and the bosses will be at around 10% health. That will allow you to pop Brother Summon after Rinoa's BT mode, and Brother Summon should finish them off. If not, they'll be low enough that any AoE attack will also kill them off in Brother Summon mode. Anyway, I came pretty close here for a run failure because boss A has 3% in health, but luckily Kain's Lancet was still enough to finish it off. Like I said, maybe the better approach is to let both bosses survive with 10% health by removing ultimate weapons and then killing them off with summon mode instead. Anyway, that's it for Dare to Defy. As always, if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment or subscribe, it really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!